Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
It is Trans-Trim Thursday on August 17th, 2023. Let's go. Let's go. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. Haven't played guitar all day, and I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get some guys in here, and let's get started. Let's get started with Mr. Symmetry Trev. Welcome in, man. What is happening?
Another day in paradise. Sweating in the Tone Shack.
As usual, we need a temperature check in the Tone Shack. We see that you have not melted yet. Man, so. That, my friend, is dedication. Dedication. Sitting in 92 degree Fahrenheit heat while we do a show and play guitar. Right on. Right on. We've also got with us tonight, we have Mr. John Shane.
Hello.
I see we caught you in the middle of tune-up, getting ready.
Trying to.
Are you tuning it to you getting it tuned to Trans-Trim or?
You know, this is chambered, so I don't think it could take it, to be honest with you.
I think that if the neck is strong enough, it could probably take it.
You think so? It wouldn't
Yeah.
pull out of the mahogany?
I don't think so. That other
I
guitar
wouldn't
that
do
I've
it to
got
this guitar.
with the trans trim is I believe it's a basswood body with a maple cap.
Right.
So I think that would be all right.
And
Who
how
knows?
often do you play it?
Not often. It's more so this one here that usually gets all the
GL2T or
stuff.
nothing for me, man.
The
That's, I think-
GL2T. So if you're new to the channel, this is why we call this Trans Trim Thursday, because I've got a trans trim tremolo system or a vibrato system or transposing system or wiggle stick or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So we just play a couple of trans trim riffs and just have a good time. So I think we got, I'm so used to not even bringing him in because he hasn't been showing up. Let's get him in here. Mr. R2, R3.
I was here Sunday.
our prodigal co-host.
Yeah.
It's
Welcome in,
Thursdays. Oh man, I need the light back here. There we go.
There we
All
go.
right, now it's official.
Now we're official.
Oh, what the heck?
What? Oh no. R2's light's not working. Show's over. everybody.
Show's
Good night.
over.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
What's
I
going
felt-
on, man?
It's 71 degrees here in Chicago, and I felt the heat when you brought Trev in. Just,
My screen right now is like you see the heat, coming off of it. Wait a minute. There we go.
There we go. Yep.
A little late on the sound effects. We're not as sophisticated as those Under the Bus boys. They got those sound effects all loaded up and ready to go. Well, cheers, everybody. Welcome in.
Okay. Cheers.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, first off, I guess we need to thank our channel members. We have channel membership on the channel, so if you'd like to help support the channel, helps us with our giveaways and just things that we do for the channel. If you like what you're seeing and you want to help us out and help support the channel, just click that join button and you'll get your name in green, some little special emojis, and get some shout outs here through the show. So we appreciate it. All right.
nice.
Let's open up the chat and see who we got.
That screen's almost filling up, man.
Filling up. Right on. I see a lot of green over there. Let's open this up and let's we'll roll through and we'll get our channel members. So first up, channel member, I see Scott Brockway. Welcome in. Good to see you.
There's Scotty.
There's John DeShane, also here. We got channel member Brian Mooney in. Welcome in. R2R3, also channel member. Welcome. Symmetry,
Hey now.
channel member. Half of our channel membership is us.
No, that's right.
That's all good. It's all good. Let's see.
Sorry, just cut in for a second there. One of my favorite guys is, I'm a big European supercar guy. And this old Dodger, his name is Harry, and it's Harry's Garage is the YouTube channel. And like he says all the time, keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep liking. That should be the motto of our channel.
Right? I like the one that I saw. What was, I never really watched him much, but he passed away recently, and I saw a lot of talk about him. Was it China Mike or
Yeah. Yeah.
was that him?
He was
China
such a
could-
great guy.
When I heard about, that he was sick and had passed away, I went and watched a couple of his videos. And one of the things that he would say is, if you don't like what you see, make sure you hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right on. Who else we
Rest
got
in
in
peace,
here?
man.
I think we have. Oh, you're my boy! I think we have Kurt, 5150. Welcome in. Good to see you. We've got channel member Rob Blackmore Official. Welcome in. And of course,
What's up, man?
we've got channel member Patty Dill here in the
What's
chat.
up,
Welcome
Patty?
in, Patty. Always good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Huge supporter. Love,
Huge
love
supporter.
Patty.
Big
Big
time.
time. I
Absolutely.
have an unboxing from Patty to do.
You got an unboxing.
That's right. Thanks to Patty in the chat.
Right on. So we'll get to that in just a bit. Let's see who else we got as far as channel members here. Did we catch Scott Brockway? Channel member?
No?
Right on.
Oh, did
Welcome
we?
in.
Yeah. 103.
There's Stephen Franklin, channel member. Welcome in.
Hey,
Yo.
brother.
Let's see, who else do we have here? I think we've got all the channel members. So as we see everybody else, well, there's Mr. Mick, channel member. Welcome in.
There he
Good
is.
to see you.
What's going on, man?
So anybody else, if we see a
OU
question
crew.
or something, we'll give you a shout. So what's happening, boys? What are we doing tonight?
Well, I invited Kurt 5150 to strap on and come on in.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay. All right. You gotta look excited when you said strap on.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
Oh well. Trev, we were talking a little bit. Was it last night, Trev? Yeah. And I think it was right before the Under the Bus show.
Yeah.
We were hanging out,
That's right.
and you were just like, you had a couple of, what if this and what if that, and what would you do? And then it was kind of funny because boys on Under the Bus kind of touched a little bit on it, but I mean we can get into it tonight if you want. So you had a couple of pretty good questions.
Little themes or topics, yeah.
What if you took off your pants and jacket?
Someone already did that, right?
He'd probably be a lot cooler in that tone check.
Yeah.
Hawaiian white shirt.
What was that?
So
Some 41.
Oh, you want one now?
yeah, let's have them, man.
Do you want to go with the
I'm
one
still
that was
thinking
a little bit
about mine.
stifled?
I think probably the second question.
Okay, well, hang on. I'll put a pin in that. Now we'll get up this.
Completely in the dark over here. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Your first musical crush.
First musical
Can
crush.
you name the first
Nancy
first
Hart,
musician
Nancy
or
Wilson.
singer that kind of made you feel funny in a special kind of way?
Yep.
Well, John already shouted it out. As a kid, I can remember Hart.
Yeah.
Nancy Wilson plays guitar. What's cooler than that?
Right. And she
That
played
was
it well.
between her good looks and her playing like "Crazy on You" in the intro and all the rest
Barracuda.
of it. It was like she's so perfect. I got angry about the whole thing. It's like,
Don't get mad, John. Don't
there
get
you
mad.
go.
Don't get mad.
You know, I'll never reach that level of awesomeness with a partner. And beautiful.
Yep. Butt cheeks. He yelled it out too. Nancy Wilson.
Yeah,
Nancy.
100%.
Yeah.
That's going to be a popular pick for sure.
Yep. So in the chat. Yep, there's another one. Kurt 5150, the Bengals singer.
Right.
I think I brought that one up
Susanna
last night
Hoffs.
too. Yeah. What's her name?
Susanna Hoffs.
Susanna
And you know
Hoffs.
what? She's 60-something years old and she's still hot.
Still hot. We've got
Check her out on Instagram, everybody. Just type it in and you'll see.
We got Guitar Man 45 Bo stumbling in. Welcome. How's it going? Mr. Mick, Marie Osmond. I didn't even think of her.
Yeah, that would have been an early
For
one
good
just
reason.
Watching TV, right?
Well, I mean, I can remember watching, as a kid, and what was it, the Osmond show or the Donnie and Marie show?
Donnie
or something?
Marie, yeah.
Yeah.
Little bit
I can
And you know
remember
what?
Rock and roll.
I'm the absolute worst guy to say this, but I saw her and I'm like, she's fat. Yeah, I know. Just being honest, boys.
Like fat, like she's cool, man? Or
that. Like PHAT.
Not pH. No. It was a little too much chitlins.
Yeah. Fruitcake Tony is here. Welcome in, Fruitcake. He says, Pat Benatar, first crush, musical crush. Kurt says, Boner likes Carney Wilson. Can see that. Mike himself is here. He says, Lita Ford.
what's up, man?
Yeah, she was a dirty pleasure.
Now, I was wondering if this person was going to answer and what they would answer. So we just found out a lot about Patty Dill here. Blondie.
Yep.
Right? Deborah,
Well,
Harry.
good choice.
Sure.
Good
Yeah.
choice, Patty.
Yep.
Yep.
I have to admit that when I was younger and Call Me was one of the songs, and I saw her singing that on whatever show it was back in the day, I was like, she's kind of hot. Yep. Not going to lie. Good choice. Good choice. Brandon says, I had a huge crush on Cher from Vixen. Not,
Vixen?
not,
That deep, yeah.
not Cher, CHER.
Right.
But when I did see her in those assless chaps, that was
You wished you could turn back time?
It moved.
I turned back time several times.
Richard Poole, welcome in. He says, Wendy James from a UK band, Transvision Vamp. Never heard of her.
Interesting.
And of course, I have to preface all of this with Emily Ratajkowski or whatever her name is.
What does she play?
We can't talk about that here.
We're
on this
talking
show.
about musical crushes.
That's right.
Musical crushes. Not gonna lie, I had a little crush on Eddie Van Halen too. So
Why not? Cute little guy, man.
I had more of a crush on Valerie than him, though.
There you go.
I guess that's a musical
degree
by
of musical.
association, right?
I was always suspect of Valerie, but she never did the Yoko thing or anything like that. It seemed like she was always supporting it.
Right.
It was that really made me think of her more like a buddy or a friend or an ally. Yeah, she's supporting the band.
Supporting the cause, yeah.
Dave didn't like her.
Mr. Franklin says, I had a Lita Ford poster over my bed growing up. I saw
Probably
Lita
had it on
Ford.
the ceiling.
I went to a party on a Saturday night.
I saw Lita Ford with. She came with Motley Crue, I think. Dr. Feelgood tour. I think she was with them in support. She was pretty good. Mr. Tony says Ann Wilson for a brief time.
Yeah, there was a moment where it was like yes. Twins or sisters, anyways.
Let's see. What else do we have in the chat? Patty is making some clarifications here. Says, I'm not into women. Just put her name in there.
No, it's all good, Patty. Yeah. I got that. I got that from you.
Yeah. So how would it be the other way? What was your musical crush?
Yeah.
Male wise, Patty.
Right. Sean Cassidy.
There you go.
Don't be so presumptuous.
He's pretty
I think
popular.
I think Patty's pretty wild. I think there's a streak in her.
There's a
that we
reason
just-
they call her Patty in the chat now. Come on.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Brian Mooney says Joan Jett for a bit.
Understand that?
Yep. Mr. Scott Brockway says, my first crush was Debbie Harry from seeing her on The Muppet Show. Then later when I found a poster of her in a Playboy bunny outfit.
Ah.
That would do it, I guess.
Yep.
Let's see.
I'll be.
Then it was Joan Jett in those leather pants.
Right.
Kurt prefers David Lee Roth in the Chaps. Hey.
Of course he does. Yeah. We won't talk about that.
Now there's a good one. Tony says Wendy from Prince's band in high school.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that.
Now you want to get really obscure. The singer in the touring band for Pink Floyd, for Delicate Sound of Thunder and Pulse, the one that was on the left, if you were on stage, the left. 100%.
You haven't given this any thought, have you?
Sorry, I'm just being honest.
One of the backups. Did she have jet black hair?
I'm trying to remember her name because it's in my head. But yeah, absolutely.
The Lawnmower Tapes is here. Welcome in, man. He says, first Tony Tennille.
From like
versus
Captain and Tennille.
Shaka Khan.
TV star.
Yeah.
Bo says he met Lita Ford back in the 80s after her show. Hung for a while in Royal Oak, Michigan. While in Royal Oak.
But
That's
who's
cool,
your
man.
crush, Bo?
All of Vixen. They opened for White Line and Ozzy in 88. Alpine Valley. R2.
Cool.
That's right, man.
Who else?
Alpine Valley. Good times at Alpine Valley.
Marilyn Manson from the Wonder Years. I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that rumor. Whatever. WD 5150 says Samantha Fox.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheap and Nasty. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
What was her song?
I touch myself when I think of you.
Was that her?
No.
Yeah, it was. Go ahead, Mr. Google.
I'm sure Kurt 5150 will have the answer. He is like a walking encyclopedia of musical knowledge. Mr.
So
Ferd
Pat-
Burfel has joined us. Welcome in, Ferd.
Touch me,
Yeah,
I want
wait
your
for it.
body. Touch me, I want your body. Not that Yeah. You know what I mean?
Sing it, man. Sing it.
Keep going, Trev. Hey,
Nothing's going to stop me now.
sing it, man.
So back in the 90s when I was out
That was late
actively
80s,
playing
yeah.
and gigging and stuff, Sinead O'Connor, when she shaved her head, I'm sorry. Sarah McLachlan. Alanis Morissette, when she was young and hot.
Okay.
100%.
Now she's a jagged little pill, bitter little pill.
Well, the looks and the talent, right? The talent was just,
Yeah.
why couldn't
Yeah.
I meet somebody like that?
And I do find that very, very attractive. A woman that has a really, really nice singing voice. You know, like Sia. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
It just,
right?
something about just
That'd
that
be
voice.
a whole lot of heartache, but it would be a good ride for a while. I
For
think.
who?
Yeah.
You or
Sia.
her?
For us as a tag team.
Boy, John has really given these a lot of thought.
Yeah, for somebody who doesn't know what's going on here. We had a heads up last night.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What did you say yours was, R2?
Well, it's already been mentioned. And I was having flashbacks here when I was a kid. I would rush home so I can see, the videos at MTV. And I wanted to see, Love is a Battlefield.
Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar. And then all of a sudden, Walk Like an Egyptian came on. And I'm like, oh, okay, move aside. Step aside.
Put some
man.
mascara on and you're done.
We're just a bunch of typical guys, right? We've
Yeah,
got
but
Doc
she's
Danger
Doc-
here saying, hey, boys, what's
Welcome,
going on,
man.
Doc Danger? Welcome
What's
in.
going on, man? Welcome.
It's about the whole package, the talent and it's not like anybody's here saying, and there's 1,000 of them, talentless singers that are really hot, right? We're talking about people that had both, right? They were
Right, the musical, yeah.
And it was like
the
no
singing,
different
the
than our
talent.
favorite guitar players. They
Yeah.
had great chops, but they also had something else. Not saying that we wanted to do.
But I have
nasty
to
things with
add
them.
one more, thinking of videos. Belinda Carlisle.
No, but yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
Come on, there was a moment.
We all have our own opinions.
There was
That's
a
right.
moment in there. Just a little tiny moment.
What about Tiffany? Or what was the other one? The little blonde haired bob cut. I can't even remember her name. One of the mall rat kind of singers. Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson, yeah. I
Debbie
knew we were
Gibson.
talking about it. I couldn't think of her name.
She had a toucan Sam nose. That was a little too much for me. Yeah.
There's just no holds barred.
Well,
here.
I thought about Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie.
What about
No, not Stevie Nicks.
Steve Nicks?
No.
What
Damaged goods.
The voice
Yeah.
does it make up for it? I mean,
She sounded like yes, it worked in the context of Fleetwood Mac, but that gopher the vibrato just made me want to shoot myself.
Papa Blue says that his first
that's
crush was his '83 Gibson Les Paul Custom.
She's
For a white.
beautiful.
She's beautiful.
What was her name?
That's probably the rightest answer out of all
Yeah.
of us.
That's an interesting kind of segue into another little topic. What do we name our guitars? Do you have a name for your guitar?
I number them, so it's a number.
Right?
1 through 12.
Not a number. I am a free man. Not a prince.
Tony says, I definitely have a crush on Roxy from Vixen.
I kind of missed that, so I couldn't. Just was a girl band to me.
Mr. Raymond Bozak is in the chat with us tonight. Welcome in, Raymond. Says Lita Ford stood
What's
in
up,
front
man?
of me while watching the Ramones after they opened for them at Masonic Temple in '79. Also took photos at a record signing in '77. Very cool.
Awesome.
We need to, everybody that has contact with Amanda, everybody start flooding her and seeing what is up with the
Yeah.
book of photos
We miss Amanda.
of her uncle, Mr. Raymond here.
And the
She's
Gibson
supposed to be-
Transtrim.
Let's
Maybe.
see. Lisa Loeb
Nope.
says Mike is himself.
Didn't Dweezil play with Lisa Loeb? Dweezil Zappa? I think he played guitar for her.
Not sure. Kurt says the Nelson Twins.
Lisa Loeb had a really good song though. It was one really
Yeah, it's a hit.
Singer from the
catchy.
Go-Go's. That was Belinda Carlisle, right? Didn't somebody just
Yeah.
mention her?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Just for a moment.
wait.
Just for a
no,
moment.
I meant the Bengals, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we mentioned her already,
Yeah,
too.
oh, yeah,
What was
of
her
course.
name again, John?
Susanna Hoffs.
Susanna
Check her
Hoffs.
out. Check her out on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if you don't like her at 63 or whatever she is,
Then go
something
back and
wrong
watch
with
the
you.
video.
Well, no, she's and she can still sing like a songbird.
Richard Poole says Madonna in the early years.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it never really was my cup of tea. I mean, like some
I
of her
like the
music.
dirty aspect of it.
you would.
Pretty much the
you
patron saint for all of the strippers throughout the 80s and 90s. You know.
Exactly, right? It was like,
They all had a Madonna song in their mix.
Richard Poole says Tammy from all the Whitesnake videos.
Tawny Katane.
Tawny.
Man.
Yeah. She passed away not long ago, right?
Right?
Yep.
But yeah. I think she made her rounds through a few different
Well,
band
she
members.
did, yeah.
Raymond says, I got here late. What is tonight's question? We were just asking your younger years or even now, what is your musical crush? Whatever your tastes are, what is your musical crush?
First musical crush, current musical crush.
There you go. First and current. So we didn't give a current.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think current would still have to be Nancy Wilson.
No, she's
She,
gone through the change.
as Butt Cheek says, she is still hot.
You know, she used to do live, Nancy Wilson, one of their songs, These Dreams, I think it's called. And the voice on her was just epic, right? She could go through it. And she's older now, so she doesn't have the range anymore. And it was like, it's kind of like
Kurt, Jen?
Jen Margera, eh?
What's going on, Hip Metal Works? Welcome
What's up,
in.
man? Cheers.
Brian Mooney says current is Amy Lee.
Oh, I know who's current for me.
Well, you still
I hate
haven't
the
gotten
music.
mine yet for either.
Oh, sorry. Go for it, brother.
Yeah, we're just like
I'm going to go with my first. Again, Nancy was definitely a contender, but since she's already been passed around by everybody on the bus, I'll move on to something else.
He's moving on.
Olivia
Figuratively and
Newton-John.
literally.
I had
Okay.
that Olivia Newton-John poster from Greece when she's all decked out in a vinyl suit, smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yep,
That's
very good one.
disgusting, Trevor.
And what about current?
Current, I have to go with Taylor Momsen.
Don't know who's
Who's
that.
that?
Pretty little thing. Who's that?
Pull her up.
Pretty Reckless. Sings for the Pretty Reckless. Was also in, what was that? Not the Gilmore Girls, but
We're gonna vote for.
What'd you
Carla
say, the
Harvey
Golden Girls?
from Butcher Babies?
Who's your current R2?
Current, you mean dead?
Who's your current R2?
I don't know. I don't have one. There isn't anybody out there.
I'm going to go with
For me,
Rita
at
Ora.
least.
Rita Ora.
Let's see.
Okay, that's valid.
Excuse me.
Hey, she played with Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
she's a big Soundgarden fan, too. She was on tour with them when...
Can I change my vote to Trevor's vote?
Shit.
Yeah.
Because Rita is terrible as far as a musician goes. But she's easy.
We have a exclamation here from Lawnmower Tapes. He says Ricky Lee Jones.
I can't vision that, but the name
Sorry,
rings
I
a
don't
bell.
know who that is either.
I don't
I
either.
haven't looked that one up.
Oh, jeez.
That's worth the search.
Richard Poole says Ricky Rocket from the first Poison album cover. We sure that's not Quentin James and Incognito? Oh, wait, there he is.
Quentin!
The drummer, Chicken Poison. Uh-oh, Raymond says, I've met Nancy Wilson at her hotel after a show.
Hey now.
You got any stories about that? And Pat Benatar backstage before she opened for Journey. Very nice people. We're just kidding around.
You
Raymond.
know? All right.
I was never a fan of short hair on girls until Halle Berry.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Mr. Mick says his current would be Taylor Swift.
I'll allow it for sure.
Randy Price, Alyssa White.
Yes. I was just going to say that. I was pulling her up right now.
Were you?
Yes.
You got it pulled up?
Yeah, I'll show you here.
Yeah.
But,
Man, who said that? Randy? Man,
Randy
man.
Price, right?
You're just reading my mind. Here, I was. This is what I was looking up. Seriously, right before. Oops, where am I going here? Right before you read that. Share screen here. That's good. There we go. And I was looking this up here.
purple hair. Well, you got some Kiki Wongo in the mix just because, right? That's not a bad choice either for a current.
Oh yeah, forgot about Nita Strauss as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to get any copyright strikes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just go take
you get an idea.
Yeah. All right. Valid. Quentin James says Carly Simon. I bet you thought that song was about you too, didn't you, Quentin? Yes, Nancy's the guitar player chick. Blanche, Golden Girls.
Yeah, the Golden Girls.
Man, oh man.
The day those pictures, I mean, at least Betty White, when she was in her 20s and 30s, she was hot. Can't judge an old lady by her
Yeah, Nita
current
Strauss.
age.
She's back playing with Alice Cooper now, isn't she? Nita Strauss.
Maybe.
Quentin wants to change the subject. Ginger or Marianne?
Marianne.
All day.
Yeah.
All day, Marianne.
No, not even a.
Not even a ounce
For
of
a second.
hesitation. Yeah.
Nope.
Yep, Marianne. So what was your...
Four of the Golden Girls?
Oh, man. I'm not putting that on the screen, Randy Price. Not doing it. So what was your...
That's what I thought, though, Randy. Exactly. That would be what exactly would happen.
You guys. Oh wait, let me get Quentin. Get your clip stuff ready. I'm probably gonna mess up. See, there it was. All right, there we go. Little break.
Sorry, I was drifting off on some of the photos of that Alyssa White girl there.
You
So-
just off in your own little world.
Bo is right. Everybody had a Farrah Fawcett
Oh yeah.
poster.
Oh yeah.
Right beside the Countach Lamborghini. On the wall.
Right beside the Olivia Newton-John poster, actually, but she's not musical, so I didn't mention it.
I actually had pictures and posters of guitars on my wall. So, you know.
Yeah, but then when you have an older brother,
I didn't say what was hidden behind them if you lifted them up. But
Yeah.
because I looked at his walls and I looked at my walls, and I go, yeah, your walls are better, man.
What's going on, Quentin James?
Now this girl,
Yostinator's here. Saying what's cracking. Welcome in, man.
and I'm gonna
Who's that?
play it, but without volume.
Yeah.
What's going on, Bob
She's
and
a singer.
Blacker?
Yeah.
And she's a really good
Okay.
singer.
Yep. Sold. Yep. I'm in.
I'm in.
Right?
Wait. Just leave it right there, Trev.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
change it.
Trev,
for
you
the
look
whole-
marvelous tonight,
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh,
Daria
for goodness sakes. Okay.
Zartaskaya?
I guess the upshot is this is mostly a sausage fest, except for poor Patty.
Poor Patty.
I'm sorry, Patty. I'm sorry.
Put what you like in, Patty. We'll
She did.
search it up and
She did. She said. She said
said Boner Jams.
but she also said Steve Vai. if
Oh,
you
did she? I
catch
missed that one.
Oh, wow.
I missed that one.
like
Okay.
the Passion and Warfare, Steve I, or which
Yeah.
one, Patty?
Steve Vai with the beard.
Yeah, like around the Crossroads time, right when he played the devil.
I don't know that I ever have seen Steve Vai with a beard.
Did you ever see Steve Vai with a beard? Oh, man. It's kind of scary. Looks pretty cool, but yeah, he shaved it off recently, and it's back to normal.
Oh, this is something recent then. It wasn't something he did
Yeah.
back in the
No.
80s.
So
Yeah.
he had the Dave Letterman special then, all gray and stuff, was it?
Kinda.
Yeah, he was doing some interviews, and all of a sudden I see him, and I'm like, whoa,
Right here.
there he is. Yeah, right there.
What
Yeah,
the heck is that one with the really long hair there?
This one.
Yeah.
But that's done with a nap, right?
He looks like Chewbacca. That
I was
shaved-
just gonna say
he shaved his eyes. Oh man. Randy Price says there's a new country chick on the scene named Taylor Austin Dye. Look her up. R2.
All right, man, I'll be right back.
Jeepers creepers.
What's that, honey?
Oh, pedo beard. Yeah, okay, Tom.
I'm not putting this one on the screen, but Doc Danger says he was interested in Bette Midler till I realized she looked like Dee Snider.
That's something you can't unsee. Right?
Oh, wow. Okay, Randy.
Got Christopher Live Sova stumbling in. What's up?
All right, I'm going to save that page. What's up, man?
Are you done cooking dinner there, Kurt?
He's had some steaks on or something early, didn't he?
So,
He's grilling.
What you got going on there for us, John?
I got nothing.
Just a little noodling?
Just a little background nonsense.
Gotcha.
Well, since we're talking about Patty, you guys mind if I just do this little
unboxing.
unboxing
Absolutely.
absolutely.
reveal? I mean, very...
What's in the box?
What's
should
in the
we
box?
get like a whole
Very, very... And now...
and now we present to you on Trans Trim Thursday, What's in the Box? Featuring a package from Patty Dill sent to R2R3 Locking Nut.
Thank you, Patty.
One of our greatest supportors.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
One of the greatest supporters of the community. She's in all the
100%.
channels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
So-
great.
This
Patty-
video is
Patty
dedicated
Dill
to Patty
rocks.
Chat. Patty
love
the Chat.
We love Patty.
Are you in like
turn
a
your
hallway or
turn your
something?
reverb down there, man.
We're moved into the auditorium. We'd like to thank all of the recent graduates.
Empty auditorium. Nobody graduating this year.
So I'm going to do an unboxing. Since it didn't come in a box, there's a box right here. So here it is. We're going to open up the box.
Just make some noise, yeah.
Little ASMR. That might be a good tag to put in the description, right? ASMR.
All right.
And we got
We'd like to thank Patty once again. Patty, nice color. Love the color. Unboxing is great. Yeah. Here we go.
Wait. Hang on. We got to do this properly. And now, without further ado,
That's what she said.
Awesome.
that's awesome.
Yes. Quentin says, "Did R2 finally win something?" Yes, I did. Thank you,
Yeah.
Patty.
Strip down and suit up, man.
I will tonight.
No,
I'll be up there later, honey.
Let's go right now.
Oh, you just want me to wear the shirt tonight? Yeah, no problem.
Exactly.
Subway, no.
No, thank you, Patty. This is awesome. I love the color, man.
Yeah, that's great.
I love the purple. And when I saw this, I started laughing my ass off, man. This is
Purple,
awesome.
purple has the best tone. It makes you play better.
It does. It does.
For sure.
I was wearing my purple shirt on Sunday, and this is I get to add one to the collection. But thank you, Patty, so much.
That's cool.
My family got a kick out of it. My boys were like, "What?"
Not the Office fans, huh? Right on.
Thank
That's
you,
cool.
Patty.
Nothing like having him on full isolation while he deals with his family.
Right? Well, we've got a producer that's in a 158-degree tone shack there, so.
That's
I hear a ruckus outside.
Hold on.
I don't know if
I'll be
you guys are
right back,
picking that
guys.
up, but it sounds like somebody's banging on an oil drum or some shit going on out there.
Want to go check it out?
Nope. It doesn't warrant a visit yet.
Not yet.
Purple makes you play Spanked.
Yes.
I don't know that I know any of that riff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming.
Yep, we're all done. Our two's left. We're
Yep.
done.
Show's over. So what was the other thing that you had, Trev? Oh, I remember what it was. Did you want to ask the chat that one? No?
Nah.
Save it for next time around?
It was pretty much this. It's so close to the supergroup thing that was under the buses yesterday that it's redundant. It's the third nipple.
Yeah, but you know what? I got to say this. I put together a fantastic super group, and none of those bastards put any of that up on the chat thing.
What was yours?
Tony Levin on bass, 100%. Ian Thornley on rhythm guitar, of course.
And vocals.
What's that?
And vocals.
And vocals, for sure. No, he'd be lead guitar. Ryan is a rhythm guitar player. And on drums, you and me. It's our
Okay.
super group, right?
Oh, our super group.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's the way
Fine.
I took it, anyways.
Okay.
Otherwise,
All right.
who cares?
Right.
And maybe that's a different thing. Maybe that's why I didn't go up on.
You could be. Could be.
I was
I'll
thinking
take the
about
job.
me.
I'll take the
And then drums, Danny Carey. I mean, come on.
I picked Danny. He's my drummer as well.
Yeah.
John Paul Jones is my bass player.
Yep, that's who I would pick.
And what else did I have? I had Hadfield on rhythm guitar and vocals. And I had our good buddy Jerry Cantrell on guitar in there too.
Nice.
What about,
Nice.
and you're in there as well?
I suppose, if that's the way you wanted to think about it, but that's not the way I answered the question. I answered it as
Oh,
just
so
a
I was
simple-
way off then.
Yeah, maybe.
But see, I think that's a completely different.
I mean, for the looking for the kind of a musical vibe that I wanted to hear, yes. Like it's my flavor of a super group, or the blend of those sounds together kind of thing was what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So it's not like a random super group, but it wasn't like the super group based around me playing in it. 'cause I
So
fucking
yeah,
played
no, the
on
way
stage
I
with those
understood it,
fuckers.
and maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, was that if you could build a super group around
Well,
yourself,
hey, by all
basically,
means, you're
right?
allowed to be in your super group, John. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
it's your super group. Pick whoever the fuck you want.
Hey now.
dig it.
Right on, Kurt 5150. Appreciate that.
Cheers,
All right,
brother.
I want to be honest with you. I did write that tune. That is me laughing. And,
Is that really you?
dollar. See?
Sounds just like you. Well, see, I think that what they did last night was completely different than what you were talking about because
Well, okay.
they were
My-
picking individuals from different bands
Sure.
to make a super group, which has been done before. Mr. Big, right? I mean, that was who all was in that group.
Billy Sheehan.
What's his name?
Billy Sheehan, Paul Gilbert.
Paul Gilbert. Was Ted Nugent in there somewhere?
No.
No.
Oh, you're thinking of
Well, who was he? Who
Damn
did he-
Yankees.
Damn Yankees.
Yeah,
There we
with,
go.
with
Yeah.
Tommy
So that-
Tommy Shaw.
So that was another super group.
Yeah.
So you're what you were talking about was a bit different. I think that's a little more.
Yeah, I think while we
Different
were
enough.
discussing it, we were listening to them, and we're like, "Wait a minute, are they talking about the same things that they're just talking about?" Like, yeah, how do they do that?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Kurt. We were in the middle of a staff meeting at the same time.
Okay, but let's clarify. The idea we were kicking around is two bands that you'd like to see get together and do like a jam for 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't even read it first. I'll give Tim to stop singing. Sorry. Here you go. I'll give you a couple of these. Thank you,
Look for
Mr.
your
Franklin.
refund in a second party out of state
Yeah.
check, Stephen
Yeah.
Franklin.
Appreciate that.
royalties. That's right, Rob.
So sorry to interrupt, Trev.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, two bands you'd like to get together to mash up for 3 hour kind of jam and hang out thing.
So that's
And
yeah. I
of course,
think,
we could have parameters again with the two answer question: dead or alive, or current.
current. Yep. I think that's valid. I think that's different enough from what they stole from us last night without even knowing they stole it.
They had no idea what was going on.
The problem is they're on a night ahead of us, so they hear all our ideas and then they steal them and go for it. And then Caleb comes in and
Actually,
does a
what
highlight
happens
on the
is
show.
Kurt messages me on Instagram and he goes, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" Thinking. And I'm like, "Yeah, we were thinking of doing it." And then I watched their show and they stole the idea. Somebody should throw those guys under the bus. Which, by the way, their link is down in the description underneath the video.
Throw them
right,
under
man.
there with what's his name there?
I don't remember.
The bass
Along
player
with,
from the bass player from Metallica.
Oh, Jason Newsted.
Trivia?
Jason Newsted.
No, the other one,
Oh,
Cliff Burton.
Cliff Burton.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Oh,
Got to go dark all the time.
That's still too soon.
after all
Tommy.
these decades.
After all these years.
Tommy says there are no two
I
groups.
see that. Yep. No two groups I would want to put together. Not even for
What's
like
up,
a
Tommy?
couple 2-3 hour jam. I mean, I would love to hear. Who did I say?
But see-
Van Halen and Pink Floyd.
But Tommy,
I mean,
we're sorry to-
think of the musical genius that might come out. Are we talking that they've jammed together and practiced, and then we get a 3-hour show, or it's just like, hey, let's put these two bands together and see what happens?
See, but
what I'm
I know
thinking?
Tommy likes Mr. Bungle. Mr. Bungle, come on, right now, currently when they're playing. Well,
Yeah.
that's wow,
Pretty
man.
good blend of different
You,
stuff.
you got a lot of great musicians up there.
I'm thinking
man.
the Allman Brothers and who's the other band that's exactly like them except more. Doobies and
Doobies and
exactly.
Skinner.
There you go. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, you could throw the Allman Brothers in there too.
Yeah, exactly.
They could do a 3-way.
Now, are you talking about like creating like a? Oh no, that was under the bus, the super group.
Yeah, not a super group,
just a group of musicians getting together.
two bands. that you
Government
think-
Mule, and Allman Brothers.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we have like 327 musicians on stage, and every one of them is killer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would probably end in like net zero. It would just be terrible.
Must
There
have
you
heard
go,
his
Bryce.
ears ringing.
So back on Supergroup, Christopher Lives Sova says Lemmy bass, EVH, Scott Weiland frontman, Zoltan Chaney on drums. But yeah, Doobies and Skinnerd, that would be cool. No, I don't think anybody needs a cat T-shirt.
See, but I like when there's a lot of groups that are playing together and you get musicians from other bands go on stage. Like I was telling Trev, I think last night, that I saw a video of, obviously Pantera's playing with Zakk Wylde and, Charlie
I agree.
Benante from Anthrax, but Wolfgang Van Halen and Max Cavalera from Sepultura went on stage to sing a song, and I was like, dude, oh my goodness, man. I did not expect to see Wolfgang up there and Max Cavalera and Phil Anselmo singing.
Who I have never heard of until I found a picture of him and said something several months. And then every show we have, this dude's name comes up. I'm like, what?
I agree with Tommy though. Here, it's like if they actually all get together and try and write a song, it's a disaster. Mm-hmm. But if you put them together and they jam on like real songs,
Oh,
I think that would be pretty cool.
What's up? Channel member Rob Blackmore Official. Welcome in, man. He says the Allman Brothers and Skinnerd. Almond.
Sliced almond.
Quentin
or
James
just
says
regular
that he would jam with Ryan after I show him how to play the songs correctly. I'll take that. That's a good burn.
You fretted that chord wrong.
The only thing that I would ask is that you throw that XP360 in the garbage and have real gear before we play.
Well, let's see. Jay Hannon's in here, right? I think I saw Jay
here.
Hannon.
Yeah, there he is.
Jay loves that Digitech, man. I mean, he loves it.
Hey, it's a J708.
Yeah,
snap.
and he said it's soothing to his ears. He would listen to that going to sleep.
He's like, how can I get that tone on tape, man?
Let's see. Hey, there's Jay Turner. Welcome in.
What's up, Jay?
How's it going?
Nice to see you here.
The bass player from hell.
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, Mitch. What's going on, Mitch Heyman? What's up, brother?
No. I think I'm going to send you that $10 back, Steven. Ryan's Supergroup, him playing with the Stones.
Right.
No. You know what that means.
I'm just waiting on a friend.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Tom says, I absolutely love the Almond Brothers. And he detests Flynn Skinner. Bryce Regal says, I like Quentin James's tone. We all do.
Worst.
We all do. We're just giving him a hard time.
Yep. I love digital
It's
distortion. I love it.
It's a preamp with no IR, man. It's
Butt Cheek says that Malcolm Young rhythm in any band. I would agree with that. It's valid.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I wonder
There's
how
Mitch
he would
Hammond.
do with
Welcome
like
in, man.
Pantera.
what's up, Mitch?
How's it going?
Malcolm Young and Pantera. How'd that go?
With Rex still playing or instead of Rex?
Now, what was the
guitar?
who was the original rhythm guitar player for Guns N' Roses?
Izzy?
Izzy. Izzy was a good player, man.
His
And I
his
think
solo
that-
efforts were really good.
I think that he was probably a lot of the songwriting background.
Yep.
Slash
Not
is
a-
good, but Izzy was wow.
Yeah, I was not a huge GNR fan, but Izzy's albums, I love them. They're
know
Great,
that-
There was
I
only
great
know-
one
guitar
or two.
player.
I know.
Great
John.
guitar player.
What is it? I can never remember how to play it.
Don't do it. Just don't.
he doesn't play it right, we won't get the copyright straight.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
And that's my excuse for everything that I play wrong, so I don't get a copyright.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, excuse. It's the truth. Oh snap! Quentin must be eating bacon.
No, he found out Jay was in the house.
Yeah, there he is. I'm here. Oh, let's see.
That's right, Tommy.
Appreciate it, Mr. Sober.
Right on, brother.
It's about 5 by 7.
You make it bigger?
Probably. Wait a minute. Here we go. We go from, where was that? Oh, there it is. We go from this to this.
Scotty's full of hate. We all know that. I love you, Scotty.
Quentin says that Ma just said that I can't watch your channel anymore. Well, you weren't green anyway. See ya.
Yeah. Subscribe and won't care.
Tracy Guns was the original guitar player for Guns N' Roses.
That is correct.
Thus the name Guns N' Roses. So that's not who you were thinking of, though.
No, I was thinking of, like Tommy said, Izzy Stradlin ass.
Strandland, yep. Bo says Izzy has a good collection.
Yeah.
Jay says mashups are cool. Search YouTube for Van Wanda Chained Uptight. Not right now, after the show, though.
No.
Oh, I've seen that. Van Halen, Stevie Wonder, Unchained.
Oh, yeah. Those are pretty cool. It's interesting to see how the songs line up, you know.
They got it mixed pretty well.
Let's see. That's not the answer we were looking for.
These aren't the droids.
I've just about had enough of you.
That's one of the droids we are looking for.
Right? Oh, man.
What are you talking about?
Don't know.
I wanted to ask John. So I'm staring at his headstock here. Does Sewer
Staring
make
at his
any?
what?
Yeah. The headstock there. Does Sewer make any signature? I mean, besides the Pete Thorne?
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a bunch. Go to their website.
Because when I think of Sewer, I think of Reb Beach. You know.
Yeah, they have a Reb Beach model.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Moving along, as Ben Tom says.
Moving along. Right on. How's that for just off the cuff?
Ooh. That's a delay.
nice. Very nice.
I saw another video today of someone trying to show how to play that on a regular guitar, and I'm like, no,
Holy Jesus.
No.
Was that the one that we saw?
just stop.
Was that the one that we saw?
Yeah.
You guys should.
Maybe.
It was like, his hand was like frickin' this. He's like,
Well, I mean, it sounds good, and if you don't have a trans trim, you got to do what you got to do, but it just doesn't sound right.
Work around doing all the bar.
It's a lot of
chords
work
and just
for
move it
what?
up. For not spending 10 grand on a trans tram? Come on.
You go.
Where's the capo?
You could do it with a capo if you're quick enough.
Your mouth.
I've seen videos like that. Have you seen those guys doing that? Where they put the capo on and they're playing it, and then they take it off.
Well, I mean, if you're desperate enough, you can do that. Let's see. That's how I learned the song.
I don't even know what a capo is.
Because as a kid, I wanted to play Summer Night, so I'd put a capo there, and I would just play here.
I think you did it.
Good job, brother.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's how I always used to play it.
You impressed John with that one, man.
That was
just-
wicked.
It just doesn't sound right if you try to.
I'm gonna timestamp that one, man.
Yeah, that was great.
So that's how you play it if you don't have a trans trim.
There you go, Quentin.
Oh man. We got some more people stumbling in. Let's see who else we had in here. Let's see. Channel member Herb of Fireside Studio stumbled in. Says, I'm late. Start from the beginning, please.
All right, so we're talking
Do
about.
you got to show your shirt again, though, R2.
Yeah, let's see that.
That's such a lovely gift.
Thank you, YouTube. Once again, Patty Dill, Patty in the chat.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
Because that's what she said. Awesome shirt, man.
Yeah,
Right on.
Awesome
killer,
shirt.
man. Such a
Thank
nice
you,
thing,
Patty.
man.
Very kind.
So just to catch you up real quick, Herb, we Trev presented the question: who was your first musical crush and then current musical crush? So feel free to put your answer in the chat, and we'll get to it. What? Why are you saying what that way?
I'm saying what? Because I saw this.
On screen for about 30 minutes, you missed that.
He's like, whoa, what? Where? I'll be right back.
Beg your pardon, boys.
Actually, I just heard Quentin say that too, all the way from wherever he lives. Oh man.
He'll back.
No
Let's see.
Emily, but
He'll be
she's
back
not
in 5.
Charles 75 stumbled in.
Howdy, Doc.
75 in stumbled in.
What's up, man?
Welcome in, man. Dr. Fabric. His link is down in the description as well. As well as Fruitcake Tony's. He was in here earlier. He may still be in here, but his link is in there. If you haven't checked out any of those channels, go take a look. Check them out. Cool guys. All part
Cool
of the,
dudes. That's right.
the cool community that we've got here. So support each other. Let's see. Who else?
Chat's rolling.
It's rolling. KXM Rock is here. Capo is Ma Boss. Tony liked that Capo slide there, I guess.
That was killer, man. I love that. It's nothing I would ever think to do, ever.
Bent Tom says, the funny thing is anyone who's not a guitar player in the audience will never know. You're so negative, Tom. Come on.
Such a defeatist.
Steven says, make that a short.
Yeah.
If
You got to do that. Do
if
it
you
with the
clip-
Trans Tram, too.
If you clip that R2, yeah, just make it into a short.
Yeah.
You should do that with the Trans Tram.
What do you
That
mean?
would be hilarious.
Well, he just did. So we'll just.
No, yeah. But people would, I guess it's only a select few that would understand.
Yeah, out of all the guitar players in the world, there's probably a very small percentage that actually even know what a trans trim is.
It's like, wait a second, what did you just do there?
Of course, that's really the whole point of this. You know, I want to get the word out about, you know, the trans trim.
Right.
I think it's probably the greatest tremolo on the face of the earth.
I would think so. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Even if you
Rhodes
just
being
used it
second.
without transposing, to be able to do that and grab a chord, just
It just has such a unique tone to it. I mean,
Yeah.
like that stuff I was doing earlier. I mean, it's just so unique in its sound. Nothing else quite like it.
Love.
John was so amazed he passed out or something.
Right.
No, he went to go look for a
He has to
capo.
go change his shorts.
He went to go look for a capo. I gotta go make me a trans trim guitar.
Where's that capo? Honey, where's the capo?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me,
Yeah.
James?
Quinn's the king of the capo.
Right on, right on. You know,
King-
I'll be
King
I'll be
Capo
watching
Quentin?
I'll be watching Quentin on his live stream here in a little while, and he'll be doing the same thing. You're like,
Maybe
this is how you play summer nights, kids.
Maybe he'll refriend you now on Facebook.
He's gonna go, Ryan, no, that's not how you do it. You got to do it over here.
CC's in the house. Welcome in, CC. What's
going on, man?
Welcome in, man. Good to see you.
Right on, brother.
That's the thing about being so far back in the chat is that I don't know what the heck people are talking about when I see their comments.
Where are you? Let's see.
I'm trying to find what there I am, right there. Let's see.
CC, good to
Oh
see you.
man, you're up there.
See, I have no idea what Quentin James is talking about. Dang.
That he missed the Jessica Alba nude for 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. See, I'm so glad to have a producer like you, Trev.
I can keep you up to date.
You know what's up, man. You know what's up. Herbifire Side Studio answered. He said, "Oh my God, Pat Benatar." So that was your first musical crush. So you're all caught up with the show now. Herb, welcome in.
Pat Benatar. Yeah. Love is a battlefield.
Kurt 5150 on these twins. He's got a thing for twins.
All right.
They look like identical twins.
So supper's over, Kurt. Come on. Let's go.
Greasy Monkey Guitars is here. He
What's
says,
up,
my
Greasy?
first was Linda Ronstadt and currently Samantha Fox.
Yeah, Linda
Really?
was great. Yeah.
But, I mean, I follow Samantha Fox on the socials. And she does look her age.
Hmm.
She's not like Linda Carter, who still looks like she's in her 40s, even though she's... she looks like she's
man.
about 60 years old.
Susanna Hoffs. I'm sorry, everybody. Go.
Love Wonder
Pull
Woman.
that up,
man.
Trev. Pull up a picture of Susanna right now.
Susanna.
Linda Ronstadt, was she the first one that wrote You're No Good?
I believe so. And
don't
I
know if she
believe
wrote
the
it.
Eagles wrote a couple tunes for her, or the other way around.
Yeah. Linda who?
Yeah. Linda, you're no good.
Bo says, now that I think about it, back in the 70s, Susan Day or Marie Osmond. Somebody else said Marie Osmond earlier.
Yep.
Jenny Craig.
Cecil Music says Eddie must not have liked the Steinberger all that much. He really didn't use it that long. Well, he used the bridge system. I don't think that he really cared for the shape of this guitar.
Yeah, I think he didn't like the weight.
Yeah, he didn't really care for the balance, or it can be a difficult guitar to play, you know, just because of it being so small. And that's why a lot of guitar players would play the big body, you know, the one with the body on it.
I think Ryan should wear like a white tank top next time he's playing that.
Well, it was discussed, I think last week on the Under the Bus Network, that Ryan can play that thing just fine because of the situation below.
Is this the girl you're speaking of, John?
Susanna Hoffs.
That one there?
Set. Yep.
Yep. No, this is off of more recent times.
Yep.
Ouch, no, put the other one back.
Well, there's some good ones back here.
She's an attractive woman.
She's like 65.
This one?
There,
Yep,
that's the look.
That's the
one.
That's the one.
That's the look. That's the look. My brother would knock on the bathroom door and goes, "What are you doing in there?"
Conditioning my hair.
I'm walking my Egyptian. I mean, walking like an Egyptian.
I used to have girls at school, and I go, "Can you do me a favor? Can you just look that way, but just hold your face still?" Thanks.
That's the girl from the Bangles, Tommy. Susanna Hoffs.
Who dat?
Sorry, I'm just catching up in the chat. You guys carry on.
That's a good question, Richard.
Yeah, I would agree with that unless it's a Kaler. Then you can throw that in the garbage.
I don't like Kaylers, man. It's my opinion.
Scott says you're not a man unless you're playing Schecter Super Shredder 9001 with Duncan Invaders in it. That must be what Quentin plays, right? He plays a Schecter, right?
Woo! When you get down to Richard Pohl's question, that's a good question.
I'm scrolling. Everybody's pretty much just talking to everybody else in the chat.
Yeah.
Then Tom asks, who the hell is Susan Day? Yeah, wife, what do they call it? A wife beater sweatshirt and pink puffy pants. That's what I need.
There you go. And then you need that belt, too, from Fairfield Guitar Company.
I have it.
So, all right, you're almost there.
I don't know where it is at the moment, but I do have it. Yeah, the utility belt.
The utility belt.
Yeah.
Family, right?
He's like
Make sure you're like really sweaty in those pink pants, too.
He was like a guitar superhero with the utility belt on, you know.
And then I want you to do those jumps, too.
Say hi.
I think I have a.
Hello!
Hello. You're live on the air. Let's see. I think I have a picture of. No, this is when he was in the black. Let's see. How do we move everybody out of the way? Not like that.
Oh!
Not like that. Here, I have to do this.
Yeah.
All right, let me get back over here. You said somebody had a question somewhere.
No. Richard Poole, where is it? Let's see if I can find it. Here it is.
Who was the guitarist that made you start playing? Sambora for me. Well, I think we all know the answer to that question. For me,
Really? Was
We've done
it
this
that
one
early?
before.
It caught you before you touched any other guitar. It was Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
Really, eh?
yeah. Well,
Wow.
I had been around guitar. My brother played, and I always thought it was cool. You know,
Right.
I thought the guitar itself was cool, but yeah, when I started listening to Van Halen and hearing Eddie play, I was like, I got to learn to do
Yeah,
that.
that's me.
Yep.
How
Eddie?
old were you when you picked it up, Ryan?
Maybe 14, 15, started getting
Oh, so
interested
you're
in
a
it.
late bloomer.
I guess guitar-wise, yeah.
I started playing at 16.
Oh, Jesus. I started at 9.
Well, that must be why we suck and you don't.
No, you know what, though? My dad... No, guys. It was... my dad was... he did 2 tours with Merle Haggard back in the day. That's his claim to fame, right? So he was always a gearhead like me. He's got 60, 70 guitars.
Oh,
and
wow.
They're all Gibson, Fenders, Gretches. They're not your...
No Jacksons.
Well, no, but they're not your value guitars, right? Which he turned into just because of lifestyle. But so I started playing with my dad in his band when I was 9 on bass,
Nice.
right?
There you
And
go,
it was all fairly hardcore old school country stuff, Johnny Cash, the Merle Haggard stuff, all that stuff, and then. I'm not sure when Brothers in Arms came out from Dire Straits. I think it was
That would have been
Early 80s, like 80, 81 or
80s,
something.
yeah.
early 80s. And I heard Mark Knopfler play, and I'm like, okay, it's over. Particularly the song Brothers in Arms.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, my whole life I've been chasing that tone.
Well, May 13th, 1985.
Yeah. So
Yep.
this is
I want my
same time
MTV.
as 5150 came out, right? So
Right,
I was,
yep, right
I was
near.
So I was a country guy by force, basically, because
Mm-hmm.
highly religious family and everything's evil and all that stuff.
Right.
But I had a birthday party and somebody gave me that cassette, and you from back to finish that changed me, and then it was just debauchery after that, right? And I heard first Van Halen that really hit me was Why Can't This Be Love? I heard it on C Fox or
Wow.
the Seattle station. So we could
KISW.
get that. Yeah. The 2 recorders and all the rest of it, slowing it down and learning how he's doing that and all the stuff, and then going to Kmart and finding Fair Warning on sale in the bargain basement bin, and
Right.
it was all over after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is hilarious though, because my dad, I forced him, because I took it for all those years until that came out. So I forced all the Van Halen stuff on him, and he was like Ice Cream Man and stuff. He's like, holy Jesus, how is he playing that stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had a good bond and a good relationship there, and he always
Nice.
tried to help me out with gear and stuff as we went along. But I mean, 14, I was in bands playing rock music and stuff.
Yep.
So, anyways, didn't mean to monopolize you.
No, great story,
good.
man. Good times.
Little back history on John DeShane.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Did not know that.
actually, before all of that, I had 4 sisters as well. 3 of them older than me. Stones. I was exposed to the Stones. I thought, yeah, it was okay, right? It wasn't great, but I got the Wall long before any of that stuff, and that's what set it in me. It's that album, and it's still, I know it's not the most popular choice, but that's still my absolute favorite album.
See, and I always wanted to play guitar when I was younger. I always knew I wanted to play guitar. I mean, I was the best air guitarist, man, when I was a kid.
Right?
But when I heard Eddie for the first time, I mean, my brother bought it when it came out. This is 78, 79. I'm just a kid. And what does a kid know? But when I heard that right away, man, I'm like, what is that? I asked my brother. I've told this story multiple times. But I begged my mom, you got to buy me a guitar. And she's like, nah. I'm not going to spend all this money. She would take me to the music store. She would say, I want this. I would go, I want this guitar. And she'd be like, nope. I didn't get my guitar until I made a deal with her because, long story short, my brother stole a BMX a bike. It was a Skyway, and I was chased multiple times by the police. And my mom didn't want to deal with it anymore. Gave it to my cousin, and I said, well, you just took my transportation. I mean, how is a teenager supposed to use your feet? No. I need to get around. I go, so buy me a new bike. I go, buy me a new bike or buy me a guitar. And that's how I got the guitar. This was back in 1988, 89. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's over. They thought I was going to give it up, and I sat there countless hours and hours and hours playing that thing because I wanted to just play like Eddie, play like Jimmy.
Well, I used
Jimmy
to
Page.
have a job working night shift at a gas station. And I used to bring in I had a Fender Strat and a Princeton Chorus. And I would play for 6 hours a night for probably two years. Just working on intervals and stuff. I had a guitar teacher, and it was, I want to learn how to play this thing, right? And he worked with me really well, and it was great. And I made a deal with my parents that when I graduated high school, if I maintained, decent grades, they would send me off to GIT. Well, I did that. I graduated high school, and all of a sudden, nope, can't do it. So I was mortified. So I moved out instantly and started playing in bar bands, and eventually went to original music. I can keep going, but I'm sure everybody's bored to death.
Keep going.
Oh, I love it, man.
I'm just looking through the chat.
He's trying to catch up in the chat because he's back over there.
I did cover bands for
1993 right now.
3 or 4 years, and it was we got into. I used to do the classic stuff, and then grunge kind of hit, right? And by that time, I changed into an original band, and I played for 10, 12 years in original bands, trying to write music and playing, and we were doing the circuit here in Vancouver, and I met my future spouse. I got to about 35 years old and high level of success, but it was babies or tour. So I chose the babies, which I don't regret. But I had such resentment at the time, and I threw myself. I couldn't play. I used to play 4 or 5 hours a day, just not practicing like a madman, but I'd just play, right? Just enjoy it. And I couldn't do that anymore, right? I had responsibilities and a house and all that stuff. So I got so pissed off, I hung it up for 10 years. So, I mean, got the kids, the house, and career established, and everything's going good. And all of a sudden I have time and I'm miserable. I was miserable for 10 years. It's just
Wow.
depressed. I was. But then I, the commitment started, coming off a little bit as the kids
That's
got a little
amazing.
bit older.
It's amazing that you left it for that long. Because when I was playing, I'm sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off.
go. Yeah.
Because you're kind of bringing back like memories of like the passion. When my wife, when we were dating, I was still playing in a band, clubs and whatnot. And then the band just kind of dismantled, and I went to another band. And when I went to play with this band, really good friends of mine, I didn't feel the same way. It wasn't. I thought that the new band was going to be exactly like my first band. The first band I played with gelled. We were just tight. We clicked. We were just on the money. We communicated non-verbally. It was amazing. And I tried doing the same thing with my new band. And I would look at my drummer and give him these cues, and he would look at me like, why you keep nodding your head at me? And I'm like, well, because that's what I used to do with my other drummer, because we used to just communicate this way.
And just to compliment that point, I used to, when I was on top of it and it was semi-pro, I'd look at my drummer and he would know that on the second turnaround, we're going to do what I just did again.
Yeah.
And he would accent it, right?
Right.
I mean,
that's exactly
magic,
it.
magic stuff.
Magic,
when
yeah.
you're that tight. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, my bass player and I, we would look at each other, and when we would goof up, we'd keep going. We'd just look at each other and laugh. We would never stop, just keep going. We would all just talk about it later on. Anyways, when I was in this second band, I told my wife, when we were dating at the time, my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, I don't think this is working out. This is going to really, it's not working out. It's not like my other band. And I don't see, we're playing these little dinky clubs, and my drummer is off, and I'm trying to cue him in. And I'm like, do we practice these songs over and over and over again? And you're like, you're not getting it. And I'm like, dude, I just told my guitar player, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I think I'm out, man. He's like, dude, come on, just give it some more time. And you're comparing this band to your other band. And I go, yeah, I know, but that's just the way what I was used to. And so I looked at my wife and I said, I'm just going to stop playing. I just don't want to play anymore. I got to get my shit together, and I'm going back to school. I already knew what I was going to do. And I said, it's either going to be this way or that way. And I'm like, I'm going to go this way out. And then fast forward, got my career going, and all of a sudden, when I got my money and family and so forth, I started buying gear. That's when I started buying the rack gear and so forth, and hooked up with my band again, and we started playing again, and just like working and playing. And it was good times, and then that stopped. But my wife was always like, just don't stop playing. I can see that's like the only little tiny hobby. When you're not playing, you're just like,
Well, you know what a wise man once said.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
that's it.
So there you
Which
go.
is a little bit different when you have $30 million in the bank, right? And you don't have kids that are freaking all over you and all the stuff, right? And you can't give to your art what it deserves.
Yeah.
You know, I reached a pinnacle of professionalism where that's what my expectation was. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, I know what to do to get myself to that point. And if anybody else involved is not going to do that, then fuck them. Sorry, Ryan. I just blew our whole monetary budget for the whole show.
You're all good.
Yeah.
So Scott has a pretty good question. Do you even remember what are the first 5 songs that you learned when you started playing?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, probably.
I can think back.
The
One of the
first 5?
Whole Lot of Love. Dust in the Wind. A lot of Rush tunes. Caress of Steel, Fly By Night. Because my friend's brother would play electric guitar songs on acoustic. And then when he would play Caress of Steel and Fly By Night, he would tell me that a lot of those songs were written on acoustic for electric. And I'm like, come on. And then when he would play them, I go, oh my gosh, man, I got to figure this out. So yeah. Those are the
Mine
three.
were probably 4 or 5 country, 1-4-5 progressions, right?
Right. I remember specifically the first song I ever learned. Like I said, my brother played guitar, and he sat me down, and he showed me this chord right here. He said, "Play this right here." Showed me a bar chord. It was mostly for the bar chord, you know. And then when I got to where I could play it, and all the strings rang out, he was like,
Right.
"Okay, now you're ready to move it." So he said, "Move it here." So he says, once you can do this with all the strings ringing out, and then you can move that one and have that.
See, but you
all
learned
ring
to
out.
slide it. But right when you were learning to play guitar, you would take your hand off the guitar, go back on the fretboard, and try to move that position again, or try to get all those fingers back on there.
Right. Yep. So once I was able to move and slide that down, he was like, "Okay, now see if you can go a little further and go here." And when I had all that down, he says, "You've just learned your first song." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He says, so I was like,
And about 30 other songs as
yeah,
well, right?
and I was just completely blown away. And I'm like, that's it. I mean, that's that easy.
And then speed it up and played it to a punk version.
Of course, this was weeks and weeks and weeks of practicing that, of course, you know.
Right.
It took a long time to get that bar chord down. So a lot of people learn the cowboy chords to start with. I first learned the bar chord and started moving that. And then I started learning the bar chord. But that was the first song.
You know, I would really love, honestly, to have somebody like Tom or Scott Brockaway or Guitar Man 45 on here and tell their story. Mm-hmm. Like, how did we get to whatever age we're at right now, right?
Right.
To me, that's totally awesome and interesting. I don't know
absolutely.
If it makes for good content.
I've always said that anybody in the chat, I used to have in the title, send me an email.
Send me an email with a link. Got a camera, and
yeah.
Got to have a camera.
So
if
anybody
you have a guitar
in the chat
and a Rodecaster Pro 2 and
and you got a
3
transstring
mics
guitar
and a wet dry wet
exactly.
set
You're
up.
welcome to come on.
Yeah, come on in and
No.
And a Marshall.
Anybody can feel free to email me and say, hey, let's talk about this. I got a cool, interesting story. We'll get you in here.
Yeah, Trev and I couldn't get into the group here until we had like a Marshall.
If you can sound that good, then you're welcome. Scotty, do you have your interface set up?
Yeah, you got
But
to see me.
I would love to have the community participate in this here.
Absolutely.
Jam with us, and we can we were talking earlier, right? Let's just do a little 3-chord, switch back and forth between us here, and just jam. I mean, whole point of this channel, I get, there's the trans-tram aspect of it, but it's involving the community and enjoying the sounds. And
Yep.
everything involved with
Trev's
the
got it
6
in
strings.
the chat there.
You have,
Just send
if
an
you have
email.
a 7-string though, just don't bother. Or an 8-string. or a 9-string.
unless your name is Boner Jams, and then you're
That or Jay Hannon.
there. You go.
Yeah, you guys are welcome then. Right?
What's up, Ryan? Welcome back.
There you go.
Scott
man.
says we'd have to just put up with his practice amp. We'll wait till you get wet, dry, wet. No.
That's right. To your interface. You got the same interface. If that's
I mean,
the same one,
you know,
XIO, then the same I have.
We even had Quentin James on here one time, so if Quentin can get in, I mean, anybody.
And that was fucking horrible.
That was a
Sorry, I
debacle,
gotta
but it was
say
fun.
That was just, but it was a great time. It was a great time.
Well, that was, I think that was the acoustic.
That was an Echoplex to the max.
I think that was an acoustic jam that we did, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was good. When he did the acoustic jam, that was great.
Yeah.
He played his Martin RP2 Digitech 27.
No, that's when he went electric, and then we went.
No, I thought his was a Martine. 47, something like that. I don't know.
See, there you go, Joe.
Yeah, you missed a lot of good stuff, Ryan. That's what happens.
What's up, Brian?
Replay. It's all there. Archive for you.
Randy says, I love this channel because it's the yang to the underbus yin. A little more laid back, whereas underbus can get intense.
Here, let me just highlight this comment. I know he's not related to Jessica Alba, but Joe Alba here. Welcome, brother.
Got a camera,
mic, and a 99 axis.
Right on.
That's cool, man.
So you need to change your name to Joe Radikowski, please. Just for me.
Yeah, just send an email with an audition tape, along with, you know.
Yeah,
I will snuggle with that girl at some point in my life. I said snuggle.
Let me know how that goes. Oh, man. the quote of the night. I think he says that at least once every show. Oh, man.
I try so hard, but like I said, I was since 16. I've been in the construction industry, and it's just terrible vocabulary.
Did you highlight Randy's comment here?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay.
Where were you?
All right.
I was looking at
He was watching the underbus replay, is what he was doing.
I was watching this other thing here. Here we go.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let me minimize that.
Tommy.
Oh, no. Everybody sees it.
The lotion.
Everybody sees
it. Puts the lotion on the skin.
Very possible, Herb. Very possible. Wow, Bent Tom said something positive.
You're right, Herb. You're right. It's busted.
Greasy Monkey Guitar says the other day someone sent under the bus a Johnny Bean TV hat, and I don't think it went over very well.
It was bonus amps.
Why's that?
Oh, it was
What was
great.
Owner Jams that sent it to
I
Kurt.
missed-
It was trolling.
I missed that.
Oh.
whole
I
thing.
heard that last night.
Anyways, it's gonna get signed.
It was signed. Kurt signed it. I've seen him.
Kurt signed
I
it,
think they're gonna
and
pass
all
it
the,
around.
and then Kurt said he's gonna send it to me.
Nice. Nothing wrong.
It's not going to
nothing,
send it back. It's not going to send it back to Johnny. To where?
nothing wrong with the Johnny
that'd be
Bean
great,
TV
too.
hat. A lot of people enjoy Johnny Bean TV's channel. It's a fine channel. It's been around for a while.
Just don't say anything that might be construed as controversial. Just a PSA.
We never say anything controversial. If we sound offensive, change the channel.
It was an inside job.
Yes, it was. we got, yeah, hey, right there, right, Yosenator, man. We got blamed for that, man. I got
messages
yeah, did
the
you?
next day. He's like, "Did you send me that?"
Did
hat?"
you
I'm
send
like-
me that, dude? Come on, R2.
I'm like, what? I was even like, "What are you talking about?" Because I had to get up really early, so I wasn't able to catch the show or all of the show. I saw some of it.
Oh man,
So I had to go to bed before that happened. And the next day, Kurt's like, "Did you send me that hat?" And I'm like, "What hat?" He's like, "Oh, come on. I know you had to have sent me this hat." And I'm like,
right?
"Dude,
He
I don't
thought
know
it was
what
one
hat."
of us. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, this.
He's like, "Sure, that's what you would say if you sent me a hat." And I'm like, I really
Beesman
honestly.
was just cracking up for a week.
Yes,
Watching these
and
guys
I
freak out.
right. And I said, it's got to be an inside job. And when I looked at Jay and Caleb, they were like, huh? What are you talking about? So I go, there's one guy left, man.
Joe says the Kenny Arnoff video with John Shanks today is totally worth a listen. After this jam is over, of course. Of course.
There's a
Yes, Randy.
a new Rick Beato video with Kurt Hammond. I actually downloaded it. See what he's got to say.
I saw that. I got it. Yeah.
I saw the little thumbs for that as well. Yostinator says, Kurt asked me if I sent it. I told him no, but I wish I'd something like that.
I told him I'd love to take credit for it, man. But when the real guy comes out, they're going to call me out.
You know, I think it's funny. Advertisement for everybody.
It's all good,
right?
man. It's
You know?
all good.
Advertisement for everybody. So, anyway, Bent Tom says his Rick piano
not working
jumped
out
the
so
shark.
well.
He's saying that Kurt Hammond is a good musician.
Kurt blows. Yeah.
Why are they? I can just see Beato sitting there going,
I think Beato wanted to just see Greenie in person, but I think that's the
Right.
the replica.
"Yep." Oh man! Tell us how you really feel, Tom. Randy says he was watching Tom Bukovac's video with Brent Mason earlier. Talk about talent in that room. Brent Mason, Bukovac, and Brian Sutton. I have no idea who any of these guys are.
What's up, Holly? It's all good, Holly.
Hey, Holly.
Right on.
Says, you know, my heart is so sad because of all this infighting amongst the VH crew. I was so happy to find everyone and Eddie
Who's
passed.
saying this?
There's no infighting here, Holly.
It's Holly.
Zero.
It's all good.
Zero.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
there is.
There is absolutely zero from this side of the camp.
Yep.
So
It's not worth any.
anyone and everyone is
I'm in
welcome
all
here.
the chats. I say hello to everybody. We're all
I
good,
say
man.
hello to every chat I'm not banned from.
That's true. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's true. That's.
Yeah.
There's certain crew members that have been banned. Though, here, Trev, high five. We've been good.
that I still don't know why.
No, no explanation.
I'm just messing around.
I still have no idea why a lot of this has been going on. But
I think Tommy's banned too in a lot of the chats as well. So
yeah, and Tommy was a mod in one of them and got. I mean,
like, how do you do that? That'd be like Ben Coombs banning me in his chat. I'm a mod there. It's like
it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Look, the good thing that we're doing is we're all getting together. We're all laughing. We're not sitting there bashing anybody,
Yep.
just for ratings and, views. But it's all
any
good fun.
heckling and fun we're having is with friends of other channels. Then
Yep.
it's all in good.
Anything that we
Exactly.
do is in good fun. Quentin gets ribbed the most here in this channel, I think.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
And Quentin loves us. He keeps coming back for more.
And the Under the Bus boys, I mean, they bust our chops just as much as we bust theirs. I mean,
And they've said
And
it
it's all-
before. They've said it.
means we love them.
Right. If they don't bust my, excuse my language here, balls, then something's wrong, So
Yep.
Yep.
She's all
Anyway.
good.
Anyway. So
Moving
we're-
along.
Yeah, excuse me.
moving along.
Moving along. Let's see. Scott says that's because Quentin sucks. He looks at you guys. He unfriended me for it. See, we all know
See,
that
stuff
that's
like that. It's all
in
love.
good- it's all in good fun and with love, and it's just guys poking on
What's
each
Tommy
other.
saying?
so-
Excommunicated. Like it's a religion.
Oh man.
Oh,
All
good.
right. Joe says EVH was why I picked up a guitar at 10. It wasn't just his virtuosity and swing, it was the happiness he admitted when he played. Yep, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things that really drew me to it as well. And like I've said many, many times, Live Without a Net, watching that.
Oh, man.
And just seeing him play and closing his eyes and getting into that music while he was doing that solo spot. And just the whole time during the show, just the smile and the joy.
There it is, right there. That I was just going to ask you. Name another guitarist that you remember when you see him playing smile.
Smiling
Like
that.
Eddie.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. So that was such a big draw for me too. It's just seeing the joy that he got from it.
Good times, man.
So anyway. Holly says Randy did a good Def Leppard solo today.
Right on.
Is that Randy Price? I have to check that out.
Let's see.
Patrick says that
Must
Dimebag
have
was
missed
a smiler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he enjoyed what he did very much.
I love when Dimebag at the end of the shows, what he would do is grab a handful of picks, and he would jump off the monitors and do this like jump, like that Eddie jump, but he would throw the picks underneath his legs, and they go in the crowd. And I caught one of those picks, man. I still have it. When he was called Diamond Daryl, the pick says Diamond Daryl,
Right?
but just his smiles, man. Missed that guy.
Well, that's what we say. It's all about the smiles. Scott says that Randy Rhoads was just intense. He loved what he did. Well, I'm sure all musicians love what they do. It's just, it was infectious or contagious. The feeling that you got from watching Eddie play. All the joy that you saw that he got from it. I watched a little clip today, and it really kind of hit me in the feels a little bit. It's when Wolfgang, when he was young, in the 04 tour, when Eddie was out doing his solo, and he's doing the and then Wolfgang comes walking out with a little striped up Wolfgang playing along with it, and his dad starts going into a little solo. Man, you could just see you know, the two things that he loved the most at that time was, you know, the music and his son. And
Wasn't there a moment when Eddie
the
started
joy.
like crying because
That was it.
That was it, right?
That was it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Just brought tears to his eyes.
When's the last time you've listened to a song that brought tears to your eyes? That it was just so good.
Not too long ago, and I'm afraid, afraid to admit what it was, but it was like a Sia tune.
Oh, I thought it was going to be, you were going to say like Two Live Crew.
No,
Me some-
no. Just sometimes, you know, it's like Sammy and Eddie used to say that fur thing comes up, and sometimes it just hits me. That fur goes up, and it goes up so hard, and then all of a sudden my eyes are wet. And it's like, okay, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the power of music, man. It's just get you.
No way, Randy.
5150 Fly Guy, welcome in. He says,
What's up,
anyone
man?
have the new Boss delay pedal, EVH
Nope.
pedal?
Nope. Nobody has it.
I think somebody has it. I think
Maybe.
one person in particular might
Who,
have it.
me? You mean the one that does that? Do I need to turn it up to make it more
Yeah, let's hear
obvious?
that thing. 5150 Fly Guy, John, has the EVH pedal, and he's about to demo it for you. There you go.
Microphone.
So he wants to know, how do you like it, John?
And that didn't even sound as good as it because I left my stupid vocal mic on.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good representation of what
Good
it
enough.
can do.
Yeah.
So you
Love
gotta,
it.
you gotta
Absolutely
scoop
love
them.
it.
You gotta scoop them up quick because Guitar Center had them for a while. Now they're gone. We're pre-order again, and Sweetwater had them. They're gone. Going Reverb. People are, you know, spiking up the prices. I have one brand new in the box room, but maybe they took it and played it.
Which is, you know, what it is really is a carbon copy of what Ryan has, which is two SD 3000s, the old ones.
Which sounds something like this.
But the important thing to take away is it's not just a EVH pedal at all. It can do your slapbacks. It can do all that stuff.
Right, does it?
But it's kicked reverb off my.
That's my David Gilmour setting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it works, right? And
Yep.
and this particular pedal is I've been through probably 30 high-end delay pedals, and the moment I plugged this in mono before I went to wet, dry, wet, it was like, oh, there it is, finally. And it took the reissue because I wasn't going to go the route that Ryan went with the big rack, and it's a big commitment.
Well, I did that because there was no other way to get it. You know, the EVH pedal just came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had that for a little over a couple of years or so now. I just caught this. I think, Trev, you put it up earlier. Holly says, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try and go live later. If anyone is still awake and wants to chat, please join in. I'm learning StreamYard. Would love to visit with you.
100%, Holly. What time?
I'll
If
put her channel up
Trev
here.
can find a link, yeah, put it in the
Yeah.
in the chat for her so everybody can find it. That would be awesome. Let's see. 5150 Fly Guy says, how many different delay types are on the board?
I'm not 100% sure what that means.
Well,
But
you've
with-
got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 presets, and then you can just kind of dial in. You've got 3 different delays that you can set. Is that correct?
At any given time.
Yeah. But
Or
I
is he
mean,
talking about the
it's- I mean,
EVH?
Yeah, the EVH one, I think there's 4 of them.
4 of them, and then you can use 4 that are stereo if you're using for different. I don't know.
You know, I talked to Pete Thorne about it, right? He's like, if you're using, because I've got the stereo power amp and I've got the parallelizer and all that stuff. Because it goes to red and green. That's for guys that are running actually 3 amps,
Right.
right?
The first
Because I
couple
had-
presets, right?
Yeah, the
Like if
first
you're using
4.
first
The
4?
Yeah. But because I'm running the parallelizer, it's doing all of that for me. So he told me just use the red ones and you're good.
Who's Brian? Brian Beesman?
Brian Beesman.
Brian sounds
Brian
Brian Beesman.
But yeah, it's honestly it's ended my delay search by I haven't even really gotten into it to making custom stuff. It's just perfect right out of the gate.
Holly says she'll be on around 10-ish Central Standard Time. I have to remember how to put on makeup. There's your content right there. Put on
Jim, you
makeup
have,
live.
Did you put a link already? Yeah.
I did. I can hammer it up there again if you
It's
need.
right there.
I will be there, Patty. I don't
Yeah,
have
I'm
a
gonna
family here
definitely
tonight.
get that.
That's Holly, not Patty.
Sorry.
Well, Patty will probably be there too.
I'm gonna pick up that battle, man. I just gotta add it to the collection because eventually I'm gonna get this whole
What
stereo.
you need before any of that is the Roadcaster. To be honest with you.
No, I think I'm gonna get that
You
that
saw
one
that-
that you
you
for
saw that
$30,000.
The $30,000 one.
Didn't that look like the absolute boss though?
Oh my goodness, man!
You know what? You could.
And
You
it
could
came
run
with a whole console, and then it came with one like this that you could bolt onto it.
Right? Yeah. You know, you could run a symphony through that and then put it into your USB of your computer.
I think it was 128 XLR ins.
Yeah.
Right. I was
Yeah.
I was looking at that, man. I was like, wow, wow.
That's a lot of spaghetti.
No, a little more high rent than.
Right now, what I'm doing, it's a struggle, guys. It's like you're getting gas. Patty, I like
Is
to
it-
thank you once again for the shirt. And this is the reason why Patty sent me this is my birthday's coming up, and it's a significant birthday. It's that number, and I wanna buy a nice guitar, man. I'm talking about the guitar,
Well, you know
One like
what?
this?
I bought
Yeah.
myself for my 50th.
right?
I mean, come on.
And you've had that for 15 years already? Is that what you're saying?
No. Shut up, John.
Yeah,
You know what?
no, I'm being
what?
terrible.
There's a huge announcement. Huge announcement just now. We are looking for the 4th guest host for our channel. We have an immediate opening.
Send applications to.
Yeah, the emails in the description.
The email's in the description. Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I hate myself.
We're right there with you, John. No. We all know that we're all kidding with each other. And I have dropped a pic, and it has it has disappeared.
I've been eyeballing this music band, this Ernie Ball music band. That
With the goofy neck joint?
the goofy, huh?
He had the 2-piece neck joint, right? Was that the one that you...
No.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's probably one of those special special purpley looking ones.
Yeah, it's a Music Zoo exclusive, and you can actually see the actual serial number of the guitar you're actually getting, the birthmarks on the wood. You know what, a little knot in the wood and the fretboard and whatnot, and the little flame maple. Anyways, but there was also a BFR made. They made 100 of them, of the purple that looked like Eddie's purple. The one that's the Music Zoo exclusive is amethyst. So it's like a purple, but a little bit darker. But man,
You
I
have
don't
a
know,
picture you can show us?
Sorry to hear that, Tom. Should be in our thoughts.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man. So sorry,
You
brother.
have a picture you can show us?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it right now. Just want to say sorry to Tommy there.
Yeah.
What's this? Me? Me? Putting your hand up. Jeez.
What?
Tom. You were asking for a picture, and he says, sorry, I don't have a picture.
Well,
Here, I'll show you guys right here.
that's for a different show.
Maybe you should have Trev find it. There we go.
There it is. Look at that thing, man.
You know what?
That's too purple for me.
There's just something about that particular shade of purple. I just can't.
I showed that to you guys before, but
I mean, let me grab this one. See, that one just looks like it's got a little too much red or something in it. I like more of a bluish purple. What do you think? Everybody in the chat. See what I mean?
And the hardware, I like the chrome hardware. Not on yours, but the other one, if it was going to be that dark, it needs to have, to me, chrome hardware.
Not the black. Yeah.
I mean, it's
me.
a nice guitar, yeah.
it's
I mean,
nice.
It's the right shape. It's the
And
right
what wound up
shape.
happening is Ernie Ball made 100 of this BFR purple, and it's a different shade of purple. It's the purple that Eddie had on his guitar.
Right.
So they made 100 of them, but those just disappeared, man. I was just like, I found one, and it has like these two. I mean, it's just the way the quilt maple is. It has like I call them racing stripes because there's like this flaw in the quilt maple, book matched. And I'm like, man, if I'm gonna be dropping that much money, I want this thing to be just perfect.
How much are they?
This and well, on Reverb, they're already reaching out to me, trying to lure me in, going, come on. They're already dropping the price, man. They're going like, all right, come on, you want this thing, don't you?
For this particular one here?
This particular one, they're going, come on, we know you want it. We know you're watching this on Reverb.
How much?
So right now it's 36,000 or 36,000.
$36,000.
3,600.
Entirely too much money for me.
3,600.
For a basswood guitar with a maple top and a roasted maple neck. right?
Roasted maple neck, and the DiMarzio pickups.
And are they the real Wolfgang pickups or?
They're the
whatever?
real DiMarzio, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of the headstock on them?
It's just like the old Eddie Ernie balls.
There it is, right.
Oh, they're not color matched.
Yeah, no.
Hmm. 'Cause-
That's a lot of money, man. 'Cause that's a lot of money. 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 'Cause that's a lot That's U.S. dollars.
But
too,
if
you're
it
talking
makes
about.
you
5 grand
happy,
Canadian.
Yes,
if it makes you happy,
100%.
and it makes you
100%.
smile.
If it makes you happy.
Exactly.
Who did that? That was Sheryl Crow, wasn't it?
Then why are you so sad?
Oh, that's one that didn't come up, eh? In our earlier.
I wonder why. Oh man.
Crow with
Enough
the
said
horsey
there,
face.
brother. It's beautiful. That's a big commitment.
Right?
But
This was $5,000 commitment, right? So
that's
Same
Canadian
thing, pretty
though,
much.
so that's
3,600 American.
$1,000 American.
about 1,000.
Yeah,
About
so-
$100.
About $50.
And a flat of
That's the
eggs
thing though.
and
I
a
mean,
quart of milk.
if it makes you happy, I mean, do it. Do it.
Well, Tommy's got a good point here, right? Can you see that, Ryan?
Tommy's got a lot of good points. I don't agree with most of them, but
he knows though. He's had special experience.
where are you seeing it?
Well, it's just basically here. I'll highlight it. Fuck's sakes.
Way
And I
too short.
believe light.
Yeah.
Light is
Yeah,
life.
life is way too short. You like it, just buy it. Yeah.
All right.
And he has.
How
he
about
has a
this?
special kind of knowledge on that? Oof! Look at that.
Yeah, that is more my speed
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
But what
If
is
they
that?
would just put that stupid
That's
switch in the right
30
position.
ball. BFR axis.
That's-
30,
It looks
30
weird
ball-
from that angle. Can we get a
ball
different
film.
shot of it?
There seems to be a few down there.
Yeah. Well. That's Ernie Ball.
that's her.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, there we go. So that's Ernie Ball, Music Man, Axis Perfo. Okay. So this is a special deal, yeah?
Special
Yeah.
color, yeah.
100 of them made.
I like that. I do like that. Except the neck is kind of plain. But
Look at
maybe
that.
it's
Now is
just-
that okay?
No,
that
no,
is-
look
that-
at it. Look at
that's
it.
a
Look at
that's
it.
a bird's eye neck on that one.
And it's not roasted?
I don't know. I think they roast all of them now. Makes them stronger, evidently.
Yeah.
More stable.
Apparently Bird's Eye likes to twist if it's not roasted.
See you, Mr. Gorman. Thanks for
Cheers,
watching.
brother.
Later, Dan.
Have a good night.
Later, brother.
That's what I'm saying. Move the switch to the right position. Put a kill switch in the old switch spot. Pretty cool.
That's beautiful. I like that one, man.
Yeah,
I
that one's
really
cool.
like that one.
And it comes with a special case.
Is
That
that,
purple
available
case.
or is that just a...
Well, you have to find them.
Right.
It's, look at that case.
I don't care about the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
It's
like all that purple crush.
Oh,
You know,
but you
John,
won't find
I
a
just
case
had-
like that.
I just had a really good idea for our shows. You know,
What's
we
that?
want to. I feel like busting into a tune, but I don't want to ruin the integrity of the show. So maybe what we should do some nights is end the show and then start another one and then just play cover tunes all through the next, the second
Brilliant. Mother brilliant.
show. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 There you go.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting
Good
at
thinking,
with with
Here, I'll be
the
right back.
like this couldn't get us, I don't think. I don't think
Yeah,
that would
nobody
get us
would
a
know-
copyright strike.
nobody would know
But
what that
we
is.
all know what it is, right?
It's like R2 never left. Thank you, Kurt, for the super sticker. Appreciate it.
You demand $3. Fuck me, you really went all out, didn't
Tell you what, man, he's pushing
Another
it
10
to the
earlier, so-
limit there. Yeah, he's $13 in.
You whoa.
No, I appreciate it, Kurt.
Yeah, awesome, brother.
I just wanted to show off his little dinosaur. whatever the
Right?
hell that is.
Would love to have you on jamming with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We keep asking Kurt to join in. I think it's just a timing thing. I know it's difficult.
Get Caleb and Jay over here. Let's let them show us what it's all about.
Are you
right?
saying you'd like to do another cross stream, John? Maybe.
No, I don't think we need a cross stream. We just need to have a couple of them boys over here. Yeah, have them as guests.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that'd be awesome. Have to go road trip, fellas. Be listening. See you,
Next
Bo.
Thursday. So next Thursday, special guest Kurt 5150. Please send in. He said it. Right there.
I don't know. We may have something next Thursday, but we'll see.
Yeah, you're sorry you missed the boat there, Phil.
Next Thursday.
Let's try to sort your stuff out for Sunday.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. We may be able to work something out, but I'm waiting for some word on next Thursday for something else.
Bluey, my boy!
Just don't touch the swords. I don't know. How about that in the chat? Would you guys hang out for like a double stream? We do a normal stream and then do another one where we just play like cover tunes and just jam out. Don't care if it gets copyrighted.
All right.
Keep it right out of the gates.
Right?
Tommy's got 3 thumbs up.
Are those thumbs?
Words.
Or he's fingering us. One of them.
He's doing the. Oh, never mind. Was that
Patty
a Spock?
Patty says next Thursday would be great. I guess for Kurt to come on.
Next Thursday or Sunday? You want to do the Sunday jam?
Scott says, yeah, do it. CC, sure. Definitely, Mr. Mick. 5150 Fly Guy, sure. So I think we have a solution to our...
I mean, you could have put up a poll. Just saying, missed opportunity.
Yeah, I could have, but...
2 in the pink, Tommy says.
Yes.
I don't know what he's...
All right, he said it.
I don't know what he's talking
I think
about.
that's a billiards term.
The color is purple.
No, it's about ice cream, right?
Okay.
You want the strawberry. Strawberry is always the best.
Right. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Kurt says, I'm ordering another amp that I can plug into my Rodecaster. Add John and OU812 too.
Nice.
Well, cool.
The Jakey Lee Jr.?
Hey.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have some stuff coming up. Getting some plans rolling.
Yeah, we'll do boring 2 hours, and then we'll do like 30 minutes of just absolute killer
Just
stuff.
jam and yeah, we'll break everything out. You know, we'll have to find all the backing tracks.
Nice.
Had to throw that other note in there to throw them off.
Yeah, exactly.
Time to bark at the moon. Okay, that's enough.
Oh, come on.
That before the drums come in, those 2 little pull-ups, you go wow, wow, boom. Every time.
Yeah.
That and that pick slide, that last pick slide.
That's exactly what I think of, is those two little pull-ups and the drums coming in.
Yeah. So we'll have to do that.
I got the fur up. It is.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Bryce says, still can't wrap my head around that riff. It's amazing how clean he plays it. Well, thank you.
He was talking about Trev.
Oh.
Yeah.
We really should do a lesson on that, since, we want to make sure that, we don't want any infringement on copyrights. So we played that strictly for educational purposes so that we could show the lick.
And you start the riff up 2 steps, don't you?
You would, yes. So
Or with a capo.
all you have to do is get you a trans trim guitar.
Yeah, I'll time tap the capo one.
So you pull it up one step, and then you pull it up another step, and then you're going to be playing in the G position. But that actually is going to be,
An A or a B position?
let's see, that's all the way up. So what is that? That's a
A or
B, B flat? Because that's a G. That's a G on the open.
So, holy Christ. that
So
is
B
ways
B
up,
flat.
isn't it? Yeah, so you're up in
Just a B.
B.
Right.
B. Yeah, I think you're up in B there, yeah. Yeah, so it'd be hit your G. So B flat, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. And then you go to the D position.
Oh my god!
That was the worst sound ever. Sorry, guys.
And you just do an A, right? Yeah. And then the other little riff is. So it's just your D string. And you just
I
walk
always
that
thought
up.
he did. Yeah. I thought he did, once you do the G or B, whatever it is. He goes, so he goes, what? Is that no? He doesn't do that? He doesn't
So
do that.
that riff is a little different. Let's see. I can't play it in slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta do it fast.
And then
I honestly can't tell you what notes to play because I'm so
Right.
used to the muscle memory of playing it.
and
There it is.
Yeah,
I
and
think-
it was at this point where I said, I don't have a trans trem, so never mind.
Never mind.
It's probably my favorite, outside of 5150, it's probably one of my favorite riffs of all time.
Oh yeah.
But I'll never play it until I get one of those.
Yep. Well, why do you think I have one of these? Because I wanted to play it properly. That was the one song I was like, I'm going to learn that all the way through. Yep. Still don't know the solo properly, but
When
I
he
don't care.
came up with that, he must have been, yeah.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
nailed this. I
Yes,
nailed
for
this.
sure. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Imagine being in the recording studio while he's doing that, man.
Oh jeez.
They're probably all looking at each other like,
Well, could you imagine being in the recording studio when they had Sammy in there for the first few times and he started singing Summer Nights in my radio.
right? Oh man.
Well,
They
you-
must have, the fur was really
That's
up,
what I'm
sure.
saying. You know,
Yeah.
you talk about the fans hearing it and getting that. And you think of, because when you're playing a song, I mean, you get just as much enjoyment out of playing it, if not more, than people listening to it. So, yeah, that must have been epic when they came up with that. Yeah, for sure.
And then they were brothers for 4 albums, and then he was the worst guy ever. Because he doesn't work, right? Because we know Sammy's lazy.
No.
Seems to still be giving her pretty hard.
He's
I know.
Well,
Chicken foot was no slouch.
Nope. And the guabaritas and
Talk about the super group, right?
yeah.
Chicken
Yeah.
foot's definitely up there.
I did not like chicken. I didn't like them.
you know,
Okay, yeah.
it was what it was.
Yeah. I much
never-
prefer the circle.
Yes.
They did. Remember during lockdown there, they did a bunch of remakes of
Yeah,
Van
I
Halen
love it.
songs, right? Like, Don't Tell Me. That was great, man. I love that one.
The funky flunk swag. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Wow, we're 20 minutes OT.
Yeah, what time is it, man?
Ah, it's all good.
I gotta get some
Yeah,
food.
Tom says
I'm
when-
not- I'm-
When Eddie whipped his head back
Yeah.
during summer nights and Live Without a Net, and all that sweat goes everywhere, I was like, hell yeah, yeah.
and you know what? The
And they were just
I know-
getting started when he
I
played.
know exactly that frame. So, and it was like when he was doing 5150, right? The hand that comes up. I know
Yeah.
exactly when that happens.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
So there's some sort of freakish.
I think we've all watched that hundreds and hundreds of times.
Yeah.
So let's see. 5150 Fly Guy says, I love playing because I can make a riff sound like Ed or me. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Never be another Ed or Van Halen.
No, but it's up to us to carry it on, right? And enjoy the best bits of it.
Yep.
Jay came back for a little bit more. And howdy, Laz.
Hey, what's up, Les? What's up, dudes? Thanks for the
going on,
kind
man?
words. Someone mentioned to me, can't we all just get along? Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I
really
would
want
love to be able to post in your chat.
Would
Laz.
love to be able to chat with the community in your channel, man. But tell you
Yeah.
what, we've felt a little unwelcome lately, and
You better fix that, my friend.
it'd be
Please.
cool if we knew what we did.
Yeah, exactly.
We love you, man.
Anyway,
Love you, Laz. We
nice
do.
to see you, Lass. It's always good to have you here. You're always welcome here.
That's what she said.
Is that?
That's what she said.
Exactly.
That's what she said.
Tom says he watched Live Without a Net every day after school for like eight years.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
I had it on
Yeah.
VHS, and I actually wore it out like probably 3 or 4 times.
Hey, Jay's still hanging out. I think actually he took a 2-hour break and he came in for the. He's like, these guys are still here.
Yeah, exactly. What
Hall
are they
Monitor
doing? Did you
Beesman
send
isn't
that
here.
shit back,
He wants to
Jay?
end on time.
Did you
What?
send back your Music Man?
I think that's one he's had for a while, isn't it?
The one with the Goofy Floyd?
The the Floyd Rose 2 or
Yeah.
Pro, whatever it is.
No, Laz, then tell us why we're on timeout. Honestly, you want to get into this right now? Then let's tell us why we're on timeout.
We're on
Just go to
timeout.
the show.
Yeah,
So
don't
maybe
don't
you know,
don't
give
start
her a shot
pulling
tonight and see what happens.
bullshit on us. I hear now. This is
The,
our
others,
show.
the
brother.
other laundry can come out off the air.
He says,
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
gotta go, show about to start. We'll see you, Les.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Rock on, man.
Imagine letting someone else ban people on you.
Tommy, where are you, brother?
The mods are on the channels for a reason, I suppose. So
Yeah, and we have wonderful relationships with every one of them except for one. Which we actually do have a great. No, we actually have a great relationship with them. He just doesn't have it with us.
yeah.
Anyways, moving along.
Anyways, moving along. So I think we're about 25 over. I think probably ought to start wrapping it up.
So, are we going to do this jam with the Tool thing, or no? We'll do that later.
Yeah, we may save that for a later maybe do it on a follow-up show after we end the original show, and then we've got a second show planned for just
And then just
cover tunes and jamming and
Don't
whatnot.
forget to go to Holly's channel when she goes live.
Yeah,
shortly.
she said 10 Central, so that's 11 my time, 11
What is that
Eastern.
Pacific?
3 hours minus 11, so 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8 o'clock your time. In half
Half
hour.
an hour.
Hour.
Yeah,
I can cook a steak au pois in that time.
yeah. Yeah, so everybody go check out Holly in about
Sweet.
half hour. Everybody run over and say hey to Laz before you go to Holly's in a half hour.
If you can.
If you can. If you can, say hi in Laz's channel. Yeah.
wait,
And
one,
these
two,
comments here are also just, little friendly jabs at Laz,
it's
So
all cool.
he has his channel
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
can run it any way that he wants, and we respect that. We're just
100% love Laz. Laz is a great guy. 100%.
Absolutely.
Love
Absolutely.
the man to death. So
well, we'll see everybody next time. We're going to do a not trans trim Sunday Sunday chat and jam. I think maybe we do like a copyright we don't give a crap show kind of in between, maybe Saturday or Tuesday or something.
Let it all out.
Maybe we
Yeah.
do that instead of
Let it all
following up a 2-hour show with that kind of thing. So
We should call it that. There's let the let out, and then let it all out.
let it all
Let it all
out.
out.
Copyright be damned.
like a
Appreciate
jelly
everybody
donut
hanging out.
with a hole cut in it.
Yep. Charles 75 still here. Wow. Appreciate that. Bent Tom still here.
Stay
Holly
cool,
Lewis
Doc.
still here. 5150 Fly Guy, 7/8 Jay, Bryce Regal,
See you
Patty
soon,
Bill.
Ollie.
Yep, absolutely. Cecil Music. Let's see. Bent Tom again. Joe Alba saying cheers. CC, always good to see you here, man.
Good to see you, man.
Let's see.
Big time.
So that's just a few I see at the end. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We appreciate every single
See you
one
on
of
Sunday.
you. We will see
Keep
everyone
watching
on
and
Sunday.
subscribing and liking,
And
please.
And if you dislike, make sure you hit it twice.
Exactly.
So until
Yeah.
next time, we will see everyone later.